An Africatown tree turned out to be a costly cut for a homeowner.
Mario Yao is facing a $700 fine and court costs for trimming parts of an oak tree that hangs over his home. NBC 15 Justin Moore explains why the city is fining Yao and calling a timeout on the tree cutting.
Yeah, the homeowner is outraged that he's having to pay a fine for cutting a tree the city of Mobile owns but leans on his property.
And it's been a problem for my grandmother, it was a problem for my mother, and now the house is mine, it's a problem for me.
Mario Yao is talking about this large oak tree. It sits in the front of his home on the city of Mobile's right-of-way. As you can see, large limbs hang over the roof of Yao's home and growing around the power lines.
At least I would like to have these limbs that are hanging over my property cut back, since this is a city's tree.
According to the city of Mobile, the tree was pruned in December. The city's arborist says the tree is low risk of causing damage and doesn't obstruct the path for city services like fire and trash.
On this tree for right now, time out on the work.
Mobile's arborist Peter Toller, along with Mobile police, showed up at Yao's home on yesterday after Yao says he paid a tree trimmer to cut down this tall pine tree in his yard, and the trimmer cut some of the limbs off the city's oak tree.
We trimmed back some limbs so he could get his boom up to cut a tree that's on my property. It wasn't an access point.
Yao was fined more than $700 and will have to appear in court later this year for cutting the tree without a permit from the Mobile Tree Commission, which Toller says is the only group by law that can grant residents permission to cut a tree on city right-of-way.
If Mr. Yao felt that the tree was a higher risk than what our department determined to the tree, then there are steps to take to mitigate his conviction.
The taxpayer worries his city deemed low-risk tree could cause some serious damage if the right storm comes along, just like last year when Hurricane Sally damaged several low-risk trees at Bienville Square.
Before the election, I just hope that Mayor Stimpson could help me in some type of way of getting this tree at least cut back. They don't have to take the whole tree down, man, just get it from over my house.
Now, Toller says he's willing to assist Yao through the Mobile Tree Commission process, but as of right now, the limbs remain hanging.